Steph. Thanks for clicking. This is my 10th update for Clue Special Panning Edition. This is the second round. I created this Pantastic Ladies project around the game Clue. You have suspects, weapons, and rooms. You pick 3 from each list each month to work on. Once you hit your goal, you can arrange your completed prompts into a 3-part guess, and you can guess who killed Mr. Body with what and where. If you are wrong, one of those will be eliminated for you, so by process of elimination, you will be able to solve the murder. I am still working on solving mine. Spoiler, once again, I still haven't solved it, but I am getting closer and I'm going to go through what it is that I have been working on. First, I'm going to talk about the suspects, and there were 2 of them. The first is Colonel Mustard. He is something yellow. I picked this Lime Crime Electric Slide eyeshadow and brush stick in the shade Mega. It is a yellow cream shadow. My goal was to use this 6 times. The last update I had 3 of those uses and I got the other 3, so I was able to get Colonel Mustard this time. This is a nice eyeshadow stick. I typically use it as a base. I have been using this a lot with my Cherish eyeshadow palette from ColourPop that I have in Throwback 30. So I like the yellow with the reds, and it kind of looks neat, and there's a gold in there too. So I've been using this as a base under that a few times, but I have met my goal on it for this time. The other suspect that I have been working on is Mrs. Peacock, and she is something blue. This is the Ardensian Monster Manuka Honey Enriched Pigment in the shade Peacock, and I rolled a 6 for this too, so I was trying to use this 6 times in the last month, and I did. I got all 6 uses, so that was pretty exciting, and I was able to guess Mrs. Peacock. I will layer this over things like over other blues or greens, or I have a liquid shadow in another project that I will put on top of this for a little bit more sparkle to help brighten it up a little bit. This is iridescent and multidimensional, but it is kind of dark, and I usually combine it with a few other things, but I did meet my goal on Mrs. Peacock. Next, we're going to move on to the weapons, or in this case, weapon singular, because I only had 1 weapon that I really would have been productive working on in the last month, and that is the lead pipe. The lead pipe is something in a tube. This is the NYX glitter primer, and so this is what I was using. I had a goal of using this 7 times. The dice told me to, and I managed to get all 7 uses in the month, so that wasn't really all that surprising. That's pretty achievable there. And I did use it under Peacock every single time, so that was 6 uses right there. But this is a goal met and a rollout. It's still good. I've had this for probably 3 years at this point, and it's still kicking. I still have a lot left in there, and so I won't be replacing it anytime soon. I was actually working on 3 rooms though, the first of which is the lounge that had been in here for a couple of months. The lounge is a home spa day product, and for that I picked this Sarah Labs Cracked Heel Souffle. It's a foot cream. My goal was to use it 8 times. At the last update, I had 6 of those uses, and I did get the other 2, and this is what it's looking like now. Initially using this, it was quite stiff. The product that was near the top was pretty firm. It is softer near the middle. I don't really know why this is. This doesn't expire until November, so it is still good, but it is hydrating my feet. It's okay. This is actually a pretty expensive item if you pay full price, and I don't think it's worth that price tag, but I'm perfectly fine with finishing it off eventually. But for right now, I simply have met my goal for this project for the lounge. The second room that I was investigating was the kitchen. The kitchen is a Franken product, and I had been using my Franken lotion, which I had in here. It's not in here anymore, but it's not because it's gone. I had to get 4 uses on this. At the last update, I didn't have any. I did get my other 4 uses, and also I moved it into here. The pump on this bottle was broken, and I was tired of dealing with it, so I transferred everything into here, which is going to be easier for me to use going forward. But I did get my 4 uses, so this is rolling out of the project for now as a goal met. And the last room was the billiard room, and that is stripes or solids, something with either striped or solid packaging. This has solid packaging. It's the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the shade Captivating, a sample of it anyway. My goal was to use this 7 times, and I did. And on use 4, I hit pan. So that's pretty exciting. I had spent a good deal of time last year trying to hit pan on this unsuccessfully, but I do have it now. And I also have a goal met on the billiard room for this project, so 2 wins in my book. So if you were keeping track, I hit goal on everything, which is really awesome. That's the first time I've done that in this project, I think, ever. I hit goal on the 2 suspects, I hit goal on the 1 weapon, but last time I had met goal on both the candlestick and the wrench, but I couldn't use them, I guess, so I really have 3 weapons to work with, and I met goal on all 3 rooms, so I was able to make 2 guesses because I have the 2 suspects. Taru of Cruelty Free Panner is holding my solution a secret from me so I can play. I can't really guess it if I already know it, can I? And she's very patiently waiting for me to get it right. I still have failed, but my first guess was Colonel Mustard with the candlestick in the lounge. Taru told me that it could not have been the candlestick. That was not how Mr. Body died. My second guess is that maybe it was Mrs. Peacock with the wrench in the billiard room, but the murder didn't happen in the billiard room, so I can rule that out too. So with two more things eliminated, I was able to regroup and figure out what I'm going to work on investigating for the next month. So for my suspects, I still just have the two possible suspects, and I have guessed Mrs. Peacock 3 times and Colonel Mustard twice, with them never being eliminated. So Mrs. Peacock is looking a little bit more likely to me, but I am going to go ahead and just bring them both in, because why not? So for Colonel Mustard, I am still using the Lime Crime Electric Slide eyeshadow and brush stick. I rolled my dice and it told me 6 more uses. That number is going to come up a lot. 6 uses on this for next time, and so hopefully I'll be able to meet that goal and guess him again. And then my current prime suspect, Mrs. Peacock, is back as well. She's still going to be represented by the blue thing that is the Ardensian Monster Manuka Honey Enriched Pigment in the shade Peacock. And the dice gave me an 8 for this. So 8 uses on this pigment is kind of a lot. It's not an everyday type of shade, but I'm going to do my best and see if I can get 8 uses to guess her again next time, since I am suspicious of her at this point. So now we're going to look at the weapons. I have 2 of those left, and I have guessed each of them 3 times without them being eliminated, which is statistically unlikely. If you figure that there is a 33% chance that each thing is going to be eliminated when you guess it, it is statistically unlikely that you will get to 3 guesses without eliminating them, but that's where I'm at. And so I can't really say which one's more likely at this point. But since I have met my goal on the lead pipe this time without guessing it, there's no sense in rolling it in again, so I will just bring in the wrench. The wrench is something broken, and I will be bringing in my Lorac single eyeshadow in the shade Quartz because it is broken. I rolled the dice and I will be using the wrench 5 times in order to guess that. And then last we have the rooms. I do have 3 possible crime scenes left. I met my goal on the kitchen over the last month without guessing it, so I'm not going to bring that in again. And that just leaves 2 rooms for me to work on investigating this time. The first is the lounge, and the lounge is my lead crime scene. I've guessed that a fair few times without it being eliminated, so it's just going to come right back. And I'm still going to be using the Cracked Heel Souffle from Sarah Labs, and the dice told me to use it 6 times. So 6 on this as well, and I will be working to get that done for next time, since I think that the murder probably happened there. And then, of course, I might as well just go ahead and bring in the study. The study is something you research before buying, and I did research the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer before I bought it. Mine's in the shade N2, and I rolled the dice and I rolled a 6. So 6 uses on this concealer. I should be able to get that in a month, no problem, and I'll be able to guess this next time probably. So there's my update. My options are dwindling, but I still have not solved the crime. Hopefully I'll be able to meet all of my goals again and get another 2 guesses. Hopefully one of them will be right. Who knows? I'd really like to win before the next round starts in June, but whether I win or not, the next round's going to start. And if you want to join the next round and haven't solved this round, or even the first round, you still can. Your solution's not going anywhere. You play until you win, no matter how long that takes you. So wish me luck, good luck with your projects, and I'll see you next time. Bye!